Good morning, Diecast people. This may be the lamest, weakest video that I ever put on YouTube. So you may want to tune out now. Go watch a good channel like Hotline of Diecast or one of those diecast hunting video channels or unboxing or something, because this is gonna suck because things out there suck, and I don't have anything else personal to open. I found two things at the store yesterday. It was a Sunday. Sundays are usually really good, and one of them's not even diecast, so you're really going to be turned off. So this series has been on the shelf at the Blue Getting Place forever. I can never find the Mustang, and I already have the Challenger. So if I find the Mustang, I'm going to buy it. I'll probably get the Corvette at some point, but that seems to be the least popular car in this whole series. So no rush, I guess. And I bought this because there was nothing else to get. I didn't really want it, but it's cool. And I'll show you my Camaro collection afterwards. So this is a 2013 Copo Camaro. And it's actually a pretty cool livery. I like it. I mean, I'm glad I bought it. The reason I haven't bought it till now is it's like $350, and it's basically just a mainline. Like these silver label cars are really just dressed up mainlines or special edition mainlines, which is kind of a scam, but it's cool. So I have one of these. Let me show you my all my Camaros. So these are my Camaros and Firebirds. This whole space, these 1, 2, 3, 4, these 6 Plano boxes are dedicated to Camaros and Firebirds. So no real dividing points, just whatever. When I run out of space for Camaros and Firebirds, I'll start eliminating. But at the moment, I have plenty of space. So this is one of my favorites, 67. This Vintage Racing Club. All these 67s I'm pretty fond of. Super awesome. And I think they get the 68s. This custom 68 is a sleeper to me. I love this casting, and I heard some people grumbling about it. The Art Cars one is pretty cool. And 68s, where do we get to 70s? I think these are 69s, these convertibles. And yeah, and then we start the 70s, which are awesome as well. The Z28. And I think I opened a prototype. I still need to research that. There's a couple of 80s. And I think, is this the prototype? Yeah, this was in that Zamac series. So this is like a prototype, but like I said, it doesn't look too much different from the rest of the way the Camaro looked from that point on. Got one convertible, and where's it? One racing or drag Camaro. So plenty of room to expand. I got 2 full columns, and the rest of these are Firebirds. So the other thing I found at the Blue Getting Place yesterday isn't even diecast. This is a complete departure from what this channel is supposed to be about. So definitely stop watching now if you don't like Star Wars. So I used to collect all the vintage collection, these like 3.75 inch scaled figures with this sort of retro card that looks like the original 1978 figures. But they started coming really fast, and they raised the price. These are like $17 each now when they're new, and they all get gobbled up. So what I did is, for a brief time before Ignition Diecast was a Ignition Diecast in a physical store, it was a toy store called Mudhorn Toys, very briefly. And I registered the domain name mudhorn.com and got a cease and desist order from Disney because Mudhorn is a trademark name from the Mandalorian series, which Disney owns, and they didn't. That triggered something, and they said, "You can't do this." So Mudhorn became Ignition Diecast, and we know where that went. But so the reason for bringing that up was I sold off a lot of my vintage collection figures. I had probably 200 of them. I was trying to keep up, trying to catch up to where the releases were, but they started coming fast and furious. So I sold them all off and kept the ones that I like. But now I'm kind of have this new vision where I'm going to open them all, probably keep the cards, but I'm going to open them all and display them similar to what I do with Diecast. And I don't know, maybe like have a span of the entire saga from like the Acolyte all the way up to the Rise of Skywalker, or Rise of Skywalker. And beyond that, I think there's 22 movies and series, including the animated ones. So I'm going to start grabbing them. So this guy, the Marshal, Cobb Vanth, from the Mandalorian series, I think is a pretty cool character. I read recently that he embodied the spirit of the Mandalorian, even though he wasn't a Mandalorian by faith or creed or whatever. He's shown here wearing Boba Fett's armor because he traded the Jawas who scavenged Boba Fett's armor after he was escaped from the Sarlacc pit, and Cobb Vanth was in possession of the armor for a while, and then the Mandalorian Din Djarin helped him defeat this sandworm Leviathan thing and got the armor back, and ultimately it wound up back in Boba Fett's possession. So, like in the book of Boba Fett is wearing his own old armor that we know from The Empire Strikes Back. So I'm just going to rip this open just to prove to you that I open them, and maybe on Friday I'll show you some of my Star Wars shit, but sorry, that's all I could find. I did buy a lot of loose cars from Mercari that should be here today, so hopefully tomorrow's video I'll show you some of the better grabs from that lot. But happy Monday, have a good week, talk to you very soon.